We're here with Vicky at the Chelsea Rendezvous. Vicky, we see you turn up in this beautiful green Lamborghini Gallardo. Would you like to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's an 08, but it's not mine.
It's not yours?
Ian's.
It's Ian's. Ian's out of shot because Ian's not as glamorous as you, so.
Thank you.
And also, you're the first person that I'm taller than that I've interviewed.
Thank you very much for that.
So, even though you've got high heels on and you're cheating. So, we've got an 08 Lamborghini Gallardo.
Yeah.
Now, we've noticed there is a cushion in the driver's seat.
There is my special cushion.
So basically the Lamborghini Gallardo does not have the seats that go up.
It doesn't have the seats that go up.
It's not a good selling point.
Thanks.
But however, have you got lifting gear?
Yes.
That's for the front.
It has got front lifts.
Excellent. What else can you tell us about the Gallardo?
What would you like to know?
Okay, what's the power? Brake horsepower?
What is the brake horsepower? 550.
550, Ian says in the background. And 0 to 60? 3.7, is it really?
Something like that.
Wow.
That's quicker.
That's pretty nippy. Top speed. Come on, Ian, come on.
201.
201?
Allegedly.
That's faster than what I thought, to be fair.
It's over 200 apparently, but apparently they've got a little bit more power than Lamborghini says. Apparently they're nearer to 600, but they were trying to put a little bit of clear water between that and the 640.
So the newer version, this is the 08, as Vicky's just said, it's a bit more powerful than the older ones.
Yeah, it's an updated version of the Gallardo. It's got a little bit bigger engine. It's a 5.2, not a 5 litre now.
And it's the E-gear.
It is the E-gear, yeah. It's a lot quicker shifting than the old Gallardo. Again, Corsa's pretty aggressive. Hurts your back after about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, it's a pretty fast car.
How long you had it?
About a year coming up.
It's coming up a year.
And I hear that you're looking to get something new.
Hopefully, yeah. They've got a deposit down on the replacement for the Murcielago when it comes out, although we don't really know anything about it at all. But
that's all right.
It'll have proper doors and a big engine, none of this turbo rubbish.
Turbo rubbish.
To be fair though, I got this and it scared me so much because I had before this a while back I had an Evo 6 which I thought was a quick car, and I thought, oh, this is going to be quicker obviously, but yeah, it scared me. I came back like shaking the first time I drove it.
Get rid of it.
And I was just like, I couldn't read the speedo, like anything. I was just like, wow, this is like a scary car. Now obviously I've had it a while, I was just like, definitely could do with being a bit faster.
Well, yeah, we'll get used to the
sticks and turbos on it. It'll be all good.
Yeah, we'll get used to it, don't we? It's four-wheel drive, of course, so isn't it?
It kind of is, but it's a 70-30 split, like rear front.
Yeah.
But I took it out in the snow and stuff, and
oh, you're a brave boy. He's a brave boy.
It was all good fun, but it's pretty much at one point the rear wheels were just spinning up and the fronts weren't even moving. So whether that's four-wheel drive or not, I couldn't tell you, but it certainly puts pretty much everything to the rear.
Right. You want to take the 4x4 out in the snow, to be fair.
It will still try and kill you, is the answer, if it's wet or slippery.
Yeah,
at
just
all.
don't upset it. Don't upset it. What did you have before? You had the Evo.
I've got a Range Rover,
right.
A Project Con Range Rover, and yeah, before that I had an Evo 6, which was running reasonably about 380 horsepower. Yeah, fun car.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it cost an absolute fortune, and yeah, it broke the bank when I came to sell it because you never get your money back. Whatever you spend on it, it's probably worth less than the standard car. And yeah, I had a lot of money into it, and it was upsetting.
What's the running costs on a Gallardo for people that are interested in maybe getting one for themselves?
I haven't actually had to do anything to it at all, to be honest. I mean, literally, it's probably, as well, the best behaved car I've ever had. It sits in traffic like lovely, no problems at all, doesn't get hot. As I say, it behaves pretty much the best car that I've ever driven. Yeah, I can't think of anything that it's... Fuel-wise, it does all.
Than Range Rover.
Yeah, it's better than my Range Rover. By a lot. Like, obviously, if you're booting it, then it eats a lot of fuel. But sitting on the motorway, it does nearly 30 miles to the gallon. Pretty amazing, really. As I think it's averaging, like even with booting it about a bit, probably 18, 19 miles to the gallon.
That's very impressive. Have you had any clutches or anything to be done yet? No?
Vicky keeps threatening to press launch control.
Okay, so launch control. We have a little discussion on launch control on F-Gear.
I'm not allowed to do it.
You're not allowed to do it. I'm not allowed to do it, and I own my own car.
I would never do it.
You would never do it?
Well, I'm just worried that it's going to eat the clutch.
When I'm on my own.
So when you come to sell it, someone does an inspection and you have a readout, launch control press 3 times by Vicky.
Yeah.
It'd be me.
Unfortunately, so I mean, apparently they're all good for it, but it still makes me nervous. The clutches are not hugely expensive, if you do need to change it.
How much are they?
I think they're about £3,500.
Not expensive. It's expensive to some people.
Well, it is expensive, but in terms of other stuff that could break on it, it's just like, I don't think it's outrageous, especially if it does 30,000 miles.
No, that's true. That's true. And they're very well built cars, aren't they?
Certainly, as I say, amazingly built, the best built car I've ever had. Certainly, as I say, literally, it does nothing wrong. Can't fault it in any way.
Yeah, it is a beautiful car. Can we have a look at the engine bay?
Yep, of course you can.
While he's doing that, don't let her get away without showing you the pillow.
Do you want to see my pillow?
I'd love to see your pillow.
Do you want to see it now?
Here's the famous pillow. Now, because Vicky's a short ass, she has to sit on the pillow and the seats don't go up. What have you got to say about that, Vicky?
It's quite comfortable with my pillow.
You can have that.
You need
It's a
one as
real
well.
I need that as well. No, my seats go up. Now,
That is my official pillow.
Now-
I wouldn't buy the car without that.
really?
Yeah. So they threw that in for me.
It was quite expensive. It was £1,095 plus VAT for a pillow, wasn't it, from Lamborghini?
I have no idea. I
quite-
just said I wouldn't have it unless I could.
Why didn't you have it in green?
They only come in white and black. Otherwise, I would have had it in green.
Beautiful.
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 I like green. What's wrong with green?
I love green. I love the green. I am actually a fan of the bogey green. I am a fan of the citrus.
Citrus colour.
The yellow, green and orange. Right, let's have a look at the engine. Let's have a look at this masterpiece. Who wants to talk to me about the masterpiece?
What would you like to know about it? It's a 5.2 litre V10. As I say, there's not a huge amount, 550 horsepower, although apparently it's a little bit more than that. I did have it dynoed when I first got the car just to see what the,
Really?
what the output was.
That's good. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
good thinking.
I'm into cars, as you may guess. but
Yeah.
yeah, love it. So yeah, but it didn't come out greatly well. It came out at 520 horsepower on the dyno, but we're having great issues with cooling on it because they only had one big fan at the front. And
Right.
The intakes for the engine are obviously at the rear, so they had the big fan at the front, and so we think we lost quite a bit of power through heat retardation. But as I say, allegedly, so the Americans say they're nearer to 600 horsepower than 550.
Right.
It's about 500 horsepower at the wheels.
It looks like, well, it's very well presented, but it looks like it may be difficult to work on for the technicians. Is it a case of having, I know on the Mercy, you have to take some body panels off and things like that. Is that the same?
You can certainly get all the rear bumper off and things. I've had all these bits off myself to have a look underneath and the rear. That's that's not plastic, although it looks like it's plastic. It's actually composite. It weighs a load of money. A load. It's probably 15 kilograms. This little grill at the back, which is unbelievable, really, because I thought it was plastic, and then I took it out, and I was like, seriously heavy.
Doing some weights.
It's solid. Yeah, it's solid metal or composite or whatever you want to call it. But
You've had a new exhaust put on as well?
Yep, I have indeed.
What you got?
It's a Capristo exhaust.
Lovely. Switchable, isn't it, I hear?
It is switchable, yeah.
Tell us, go on.
It works exactly the same as the standard exhaust. So it's pretty much just a replacement rather than aftermarket. Does everything exactly the same. The valves, basically, they open exactly the same points. It just plugs in, but the old one comes out. The new one switches in, and then and now I've also got an override on wireless, like a wireless remote control, so I can have it loud all the time, right from the bottom end. So, as I say, normally the valves open about 3,500 revs, but now I can have it open all the time, which I don't tend to do all the time. But Vicky loves it. She has it loud all the time, try and aggravate everyone she can see.
But that's a very sort of clever invention, really, because you don't have to wake the neighbours up if you don't want to.
It's literally quieter than a normal car in quiet mode, and so you can literally cruise along at 70 and you can hardly hear the engine at all. And as I say, when it's loud, it's just pretty much straight pipes. So it really is loud. I think we measured it at just under 130 decibels. So
yeah, that is
pretty
quite loud.
Serious. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty loud, isn't it? To say the least.
It's good. It makes the car, the sound of the car, this is half what you pay the money for. Before I thought it made a good sound to start with, but now it's just like it's half the experience of the car. Is to have the sound. That's what you pay the money for. The engine.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I say the bodywork's half of it. It looks amazing, and I say the other part of it is it sounds amazing. It's kind of it's one of those visceral experiences. Like any time I see a Cooper supercar, the first thing I do drop my window so that I can have a listen,
especially for a tunnel.
And do
you want to start it off? Start it up for us.
No, not here.
Yeah,
not here. Edit that. Okay. Anything else you want to add? We're going to wrap it up. You are going to edit that bit, yeah? Okay. So, well, yeah, it's an absolutely stunning car, Ian. So, thank you for joining us,
That's okay.
and
You're
Vicky
welcome.
for joining us on F Gear TV. Thank you.
Cheers.
Right, okay, Ian in the Lambo. What you got?
135.1.
135.1. It's the new leader. Ian is the leader in his green Lambo.
What was that, Ed?
135.1. You are the winner. You are the winner, Ian. Tell us, come on, what you done to this monster.
It's just literally a Capristo exhaust.
It's a good advert for Capristo.
Yeah, it's basically it's a valve system, so it's either straight pipes or through the muffler, so you can have it quiet or loud. You have the choice. And obviously, loud is a lot louder than I thought it was.
Well, you beat the Koenigsegg, you beat the Enzo, you beat the F40, you've beaten everything. Well done, sir.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you.
There are three prizes which I want to present to three particular cars and three particular drivers today. The first of which you may have guessed is the loudest car award. If I can ask Batchy, as the chap with the noise meter, to come on stage and one last time. Loudest car of the show award went to this green Lamborghini here. The loudest car on the show belongs to Victoria Allison and Ian Jeffries. Thank you very much, Lamborghini Gallardo. Oh, let's speak. He doesn't want to be famous, but look, here he is. Ian! Well done. Right, mate, chap. Okay, mind your back and your ears.